Welcome to First Presbyterian Church of Great Falls, the light of north central Montana. We are a dynamic congregation, joyfully praising our God through worship, supporting and caring for one another, serving others by the sharing of our gifts, growing together through the teachings of Christ, and sharing the good news of Jesus Christ through solar energy. Come, let us worship together.
New Testament lesson this morning is found in a continuing passage from last week in Luke chapter 4. As you recall, Jesus had announced his ministry according from Isaiah 61, 2-3, and a portion of Leviticus 25. And this is the week we deal with the results of what he had to say. And it's not as we expected. So let's listen as we read, but first let me ask that we join our hearts in prayer. Lord, you are a God of surprises. You call us, you name us. You promise to be with us. And along the road, you direct us and guide us in ways that sometimes are difficult for us to understand and hear. But nevertheless, we follow you. As we listen to the scripture this morning, give us insight into your role as Messiah, as our Lord, as our Savior, as you lead us and guide us in this world in which we live. For we ask it in his name. Amen. Remember last week he proclaimed, "This is the year of the Lord," and he rolls up the scroll. And Isaiah tells us that he rolled up the scroll and gave it back to the attendant and sat down. The eyes of all in the synagogue were fixed on him. Then he began to say to them, "Today the scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing." And all spoke well of him and were amazed at the gracious words that came from his mouth. And they said, "Is not this Joseph's son?" He said to them, "Doubtless you will quote to me this proverb, 'Physician, heal yourself. And you will say, do you hear also in your hometown the things that we have heard you did at Capernaum? And he said, truly I tell you, no prophet is accepted in the prophet's hometown. But the truth is, there were many widows in Israel in the time of Elijah, when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months, and there was a severe famine over all the land. Yet Elijah was sent to none of them except to a widow at Zarephath in Sidon. There were also many lepers in Israel in the time of the prophet Elijah, and none of them was cleansed except Naaman the Syrian. Now when they heard all this, all in the synagogue were filled with rage. They got up, drove him out of the town, and led him to the brow of the hill on which the town was built, so that they might hurl him off the cliff. But he passed through the midst of them and went on his way. God bless the reading and our understanding of this written word this morning. Amen. You know, we don't like change. I don't. Do you? Of course not. Any person who suggests changing or challenges accepted norms is suspect. Opposition quickly mounts. Why? Because the norms of social beliefs and behaviors instilled become sacred. How we dress, our style and form of worship, what's acceptable, what is not, who we are seen associating with, who we are not, beliefs surrounding sexuality, political ideology, and opinions, any of these may become hills that we will die upon. Sacrificial lambs, our families, our children, our church affiliations, our social groups will suffer. And it's painful when we find ourselves in the crossfire. I recall an experience years ago. My grandfather was a well-known piano tutor in this town during the 1920s through the 1970s prior to his death. Sunday afternoons after church, he would often pick me up and take me to destinations where he would tune pianos. Well, he would tune anybody's piano wherever he requested. It was his business. And I remember one Sunday afternoon, he takes me with him to the Park Hotel downtown. It was his business, of course. This is in the 1950s. I was in second grade. Very impressionable moment. I have yet to forget it. We go up a couple of floors and walk into this bar in the hotel. I noticed something very different about the patrons. As a second grader, my eyes are wide open. I don't have a clue what I'm seeing or what's going on. They are men dressed as women. My grandfather takes me aside, very aware that I am speechless, I'm staring, and that I'm quizzical about who these people are, where I am. I knew he had to tune a piano, that's about what I knew. But perhaps that's putting it mildly as a child. I was shocked. But he looks at me and he says, Chuck, these are just people like you and me. And then he took his piano tuning tools and started tuning their piano. Leaving me, there I was, places me on a bar stool. I'm speechless while all these people begin to take interest in this little kid, engaging me in conversation. And all I remember was, I didn't say much. I just stared. Well, though my mother was not happy when she found out, and words were exchanged, feeling it inappropriate for him to take me as a second grader into this place, he did teach me something that day that has stayed with me. Took me some time to process it as I grew older, but appearances are just that. That's what my grandfather was trying to tell me. As an attorney friend said to me some years ago, we all have our issues. Yes, we do. Some more than others. But deep down, we are not that dissimilar from one another in our souls. We need love, to both receive love, to give it. Jesus understood that. Most around him could not get behind that curtain of external judgments, much as I had difficulty as a child in trying to sort through what my grandfather said to me and what I was seeing. But he saw beyond external appearances to the heart, Jesus did. Hearts that need cleansing, transformation, hope, forgiveness, all the things involved in salvation. Now, we fear the other. I had my own sense of fear that afternoon. Stereotypes of Muslims, African Americans, Hispanics, immigrants from Central and South America, Middle Eastern countries, all incite certain reactions in us, don't they? Surface judgments trigger defensive responses. I've had to work through my own fears and prejudices toward some of these groups. When a representative of one of these groups commits a crime, we quickly judge that all are that way. They may threaten our way of life. We get our defenses up. We attribute unflattering personal characteristics to them. Go with me back into the time of Jesus. Samaritans were persona non grata among the Jewish population. In fact, any foreigner was suspect. They were feared. A Jew of Jesus' day would not speak to a Samaritan. He or she would walk across the road to avoid one. And if a shadow happened to fall upon a Jew, then that Jew ran to the temple to get cleansing right away. So we're suspicious of others who are not like us. That's normal human behavior, by the way. So we move to protect ourselves. That defines the tension in our debate on immigration in this country. Much of it is fear-based. So Jesus is inviting us in this text to step outside our self-imposed protective boundaries. He's doing something that obviously makes this group of people really angry, uncomfortable, upset enough to lead him to the brow of a hill, even though they knew this kid growing up, and send him to his death. But what Jesus is doing is redirecting the way we look at others who are different. Not as people to be feared, but as an opportunity to be instruments of God's engagement. And that's what I believe he's doing in this passage, as he calls these people out. For he sensed in them a belief that God favored Jews over others, that they saw themselves as exclusive and special in God's eyes. The Messiah would come from the Jewish line. They knew that. He would save them and restore Israel to the greatness of the Davidic kingdom. The Romans and all other oppressors would be conquered. And Jesus knew what they desired and hoped for. He was one of them. They knew him. They knew his family too well. Is not this Joseph's son? And so immediately he quotes some popular folk wisdom. No prophet is accepted in the prophet's hometown. Well, their ears immediately perk up. Prophets are outsiders, aren't they? God comes to Jeremiah when he's a youth, well before he can be shaped by the culture's worldview. God says to Jeremiah, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nation. You know, prophet, to be a prophet, has to be disembedded from his culture to address that culture with God's authority. God always challenges the normal requirement of experience, placing the prophet solely on the authority of God's own promise. Jeremiah is picked out, chosen as a youth before he can be shaped by the Jewish culture, and rather God is going to shape him by the mind of the kingdom of God, the words that God has to say to him. In other words, there's often a sign up for a prophet who says no experience necessary. Well, we hear this reflected in Jeremiah's response. He says, look, God, I don't know how to speak. I'm a youth. But the Lord says to him, don't say, for I'm only a youth. For All to whom I send you, you shall go. Whatever I command you, you shall speak. Be not afraid of them, for I will be with you to deliver you, says the Lord. In other words, you're going to have some opposition when you get out there sharing with people what I have to say to them through you. Behold, I put my words in your mouth. See, I've set you this day over nations, over kingdoms, to pluck up, break down, destroy, to overthrow, to build, and to plant. Quite a diversity of roles within the prophets. Job description. And so we do see in God's response to Jeremiah the full range of the prophetic message. As a prophet, what did Jesus do? Well, he confronted religious leaders with words of judgment. He admonished his disciples' lack of faith and unbelief. He invited those who were weary and overburdened to find rest in him. He expressed surprise at Gentiles who believed and had more faith than he had found in anybody in Israel. And he witnessed faith among the poor and the marginalized through exorcisms and healings. As sovereign over all nations, throughout his ministry, like Jeremiah, Jesus went about plucking up, breaking down, destroying, overthrowing, as well as building and planting faith and hope. It depends on what part of the continuum we sit, the message that comes to us and what we hear. But from his birth, Jesus was a Jew within his culture, yet he was not a part of it. And that was God's call to Jeremiah. You are a Jew in this culture, in this nation, but you are not a part of it. And isn't that what he instructs our mindset to embrace? As we're called to follow Christ, we hear this in Christ's prayer in John 17:15. My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. And we ask ourselves, is not this the role of Christ's church within society as well? At our most obedient to God, the church is Christ's prophetic conscience in our society, proclaiming God's mind and heart to the social, political, and current conditions that we find ourselves in. And to do that, we have to be somewhat disembedded from our culture and embedded in the mind of God. Well, this is Jesus' mindset as he steps off the synagogue platform that morning and moves among the attentive crowd. He knows that they are encultured in the mindset of Jewish exclusiveness. Immediately he starts punching holes in that balloon, setting his prophetic role in the forefront, disembedding himself from total immersion into their culture. He is now fully given to the voice of God's authority over against anything in that culture that is an obstacle to God's will and purpose. As much as God's Spirit through Christ continues to do that through us today. So he reveals an account of the healing of a foreign widow, and Naaman the Syrian, which incenses them. If you put yourself in their position, you get a sense too. It was what you heard. For he goes back into their own scriptures. And he says the truth is there were many widows in Israel in the time of Elijah when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months. And there was a severe famine over all the land. Yet Elijah was sent to none of them except to a widow at Zarephath in Sidon. Sidon's a Phoenician city on the Mediterranean coast between Sidon and Tyre. It's a non-Jewish area. There were also many lepers in Israel in the time of the prophet Elisha. None of them was cleansed except Naaman the Syrian. These are people who are outside the scope of the local populace, provincial attitudes being that someone from Syria, someone from Phoenicia, these are not people loved by God, or God would not care about them. So it's a radical thing. Jesus raises this in their face. And so Jesus is making it clear. He says, I am the Son of God. I'm not the son of Joseph, as you suppose. Jesus was not there simply to provide for their parochial interests, to make Israel great again and serve them exclusively. No, he's about more than that. So God's concerns always had this unique engagement with us that transcends our self-interests. and addresses fears of the other and says, in effect, I'm God, you're not. I can bring healing, I can go and do anything and anywhere I want. Now you have a choice. You can stay stuck in your own narrow views of life and perspectives, or you can join me and expand your understanding of who I am and who I'm calling you to engage in this world. Well, that's not an easy thing, let's be honest. Soon after taking a new pastorate in Tacoma, Washington, I was asked to visit a former elder who was dying of AIDS, the leprosy of our era. My fears had been well stoked by the rhetoric during the 80s. There were plenty of myths about how the disease was transmitted and caught. Filled with the prejudices and biases of the time, I really did not desire to walk in and be with an apartment of dying AIDS patients. Trust me, that was not a moment that I really cherished to be engaged with. But I sucked it up. I went. And I found myself being challenged by the scriptures, Jesus' ability to forego the cultural and ritualistic prohibitions of the leprosy of his day. In his day, lepers were by Levitical law to keep a 6-foot distance, wearing mourner's clothes as though going to a funeral, 6-foot distance from other people. And think of the indignation of a crowd when a leper moved through the crowd, threw himself at Jesus' feet, and cried, Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean. I can imagine everybody scattering around them. And Mark tells us that Jesus, moved with pity, stretches out his hand, touches him, forbidden, and said to him, I do choose, be made clean. So I sat with this man. I listened to his story nervously in that apartment. There were 4 or 5 others there. He talked about his poor choices, his failed relationship with his wife, his family, his faith struggles. And as time went on, he became a person to me whom God loved. No longer the AIDS carrier I earlier feared. So Jesus' response to unclean outsiders set the bar for the early Christian church. Generally, Christians early on sought to follow Jesus' example of caring for the sick. But sadly, from time to time, the church has added to the misery of such people with its curse of God message, that some have directed toward those with AIDS, as well as the LGBT persons in our time. Because some religious orders have dedicated themselves to the care of leprosy, scientific breakthroughs tended to come from missionaries who were willing to be with them. They were the ones willing to work and be with leprosy patients. And it's been true as well in the community where AIDS medically and those ministering to that population have learned and discovered new things about that illness that has subsided many of our fears of how it's contracted. The Sisters of Mother Teresa run a clinic and hospice ministry for leprosy patients in Calcutta. Mother Teresa is quoted as saying, we have drugs for people with diseases like leprosy, but these drugs do not treat the main problem. The real disease is of being unwanted. And that's what my sisters hope to provide. The sick and the poor suffer even more rejection than from material want. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. So why such a resentment and rage among the synagogue worshipers that Jesus is taking God's favor beyond Nazareth? Well, they got up, drove him out of the town, led him to the brow of the hill on which the town was built so that they might hurl him off the cliff. He was reforming how they were to look at other people whom they feared. A well-respected preacher and commentator had this response to this passage. He said, anger and violence are the last offense of those who are made to face the truth of their own tradition, which they have long defended and embraced. Learning what we already know is often painfully difficult. All of us know what it is to be at war with ourselves, sometimes making casualties of those who are guilty of nothing but speaking the truth in love. And that's what Jesus did. That's why Jesus' ministry is so disturbing many times to us. The issue wasn't between Jesus and Judaism that day. It was between the traditions Judaism had embraced apart from its own scriptures. Israel knew of God's grace toward all people way back in the covenant of Abraham, where he told Abraham, "I'll bless you. All the peoples of the earth will be blessed through you." And then there was Jonah, the dramatic embodiment of that capacity in all of us, Jew and Christian alike, anybody, to be offended at God's grace to all those whom we do not approve of. So I find myself reflecting back on that day with my grandfather in the Park Hotel. He told me to see a person behind the external appearance. Each of us is made in the image of God. We have souls and hearts which God alone sees. As the Lord said to Samuel, "For the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." For God so loved the world. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Yes, Jesus' vision was much larger than the vision of the people in the synagogue that day in Nazareth. And I would imagine Jesus' vision is still much larger than our own vision this morning in a cold day in February in Great Falls. Who in our neighborhood, nation, do we classify as the other? It's a question I've had to ask myself. How is God asking us to look within and respond? How is Jesus looking at the unwanted people asking asylum at our border or in our cities? Are they people to be feared, or are they the unwanted to be loved? Jesus always makes me uncomfortable with my personal judgments, as I know it is so with you. He pushes us beyond the conventional wisdom of our society or culture and invites us into the prophetic mindset of the kingdom of God. Luke concludes our text, "But he passed through the midst of them and went on his way." Will we follow Jesus on the way he goes, the way he went that day, or join the crowd and try to throw him off a cliff? Amen. Now go in the peace and the joy and the strength of our Lord. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, may the love of God, the Father, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be and abide with each and every one of us. And let the people of God say, Amen.
This is Pastor Chuck Carlson of First Presbyterian Church of Great Falls, inviting you to join our church family for our worship service every Sunday morning at 1315 Central Avenue. First Presbyterian Church, the church that cares.